acidity, indigestion, acid reflux or bloating, flatulence, these are very annoying problem, and many of us actually face this problem on a daily basis. What do? We just try to fix the problem with Gelusil or maybe Disozil or Pandi, Rantac like this. But this medicine gives us very temporary, relief. What we need is a dietary modification which actually going to change the game for you. So here in this video, I'm going to discuss step by step how you can change your diet, how you can modify the diet and see a better result. And at the end of the video, I'm going to discuss a bonus point for you. So this video is going to be a little lengthy as I'm going to explain every step in detail so that it becomes really doable and easy for you. And stay tuned to get the bonus step as discussed. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Wellness Munch. See, acidity, gas or indigestion, these are all functional problems. That means structurally your digestive system is perfect. It's just that when they are in action, there is some loopholes that is creating you trouble. A planned dietary intervention is definitely going to manage the situation. Now there are 4 steps. Let me explain each step doable way, okay? Because I strongly believe that the solution that we are providing, that has to be doable, that has to be manageable in your family setup. So let's start with the step number 1, which is maintaining your food log. See, we eat so many things throughout the day, right? We don't really remember what all we had taken since morning. Now, if you are somebody who is having all this trouble like acidity, indigestion, bloating, all that, you can't take it so light. What you must do as step number 1, every night before you go to sleep, you need to maintain a food log. That means you have to write everything, every small things that you have eaten since morning. So just mention what are the stuff that you have eaten, how do you feel, and what is the time all the symptoms started. Like, many people, they complain that I do have these symptoms post lunch, or maybe I'm having this problem from the evening, or maybe at night. So you have to mention exactly at what time you started feeling uncomfortable, and at the same time how much of water you drank and what are the medicines that you have taken for that. Now you must be thinking, do I really need to do this? Yes, of course, because if you are doing it, then only you will be having a very clear picture what food is creating you most trouble. Let me tell you, there are many clients of mine who were completely surprised to see that, oh my God, this food was creating me trouble. So it is like that. It might come as a shock, but this is a very, very important and unavoidable step to begin with. Generally, as for my, last 12-14 years of experience, what I have seen, people have issue digesting many types of food. Generally, we have seen people have problem with wheat and wheat product, maybe high fiber cereal like brown rice, millet. Few have problem with dal, milk, milk products, then onion, garlic, tomato, tamarind. Few have problems even with lemon. So you really don't know until and unless you start doing this food log thing. Now, once you have developed your food log for at least 7 to 10 days, then it is time to move on to step number 2, which is eliminating all the food that might cause you trouble. So here you are completely going on assumption basis. You are trying to avoid all those food which might create you problem. So that includes all the high fiber food, dal, milk and milk products, then spices like garlic, onion, tomato, tamarind, lemon, cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, cauliflower, radish, spinach, all that high fiber thing. Of course, all kind of sugar concentrated food like packaged and processed foods, fried foods, spicy foods, etc. Now, once you have eliminated all these foods from your diet, now it's time to adopt few changes. First thing first, try to start chewing your food. Yes, chewing food is immensely helpful because half of your digestion happens when the food is in your mouth. Control your portion size. Do not eat too much that then, after having your food, you feel too full to do any kind of work. Eat slowly along with your family, and please stay away from all possible gadgets during eating. So your eating time should be very relaxing, Don't drink too much of water when you're eating. At least try to avoid drinking loads of water 40 minutes before and after having a meal. What you can do, you can keep sipping water if you have the problem of dry throat very frequently. Keep sipping water, but do not gulp lot of water at one go. So in step 2, you have eliminated all those probable problem causing food from your diet, and you have taken some modification to ease the system. Now after 10 days of having in step 2, let's move on to step number 3, which is reintroduction of problem food. Understand one thing, we are human beings, we are a part of family. So it is simply not possible for us to eliminate all possible food from our diet chart and then having a symptom-free time, right? It is not possible, because who is going to cook separately for you for so long? Because anyways you were avoiding all those foods, and for good 7 to 10 days where probably you had a separately cooked meal, but it cannot go very long. So right now it is the time in the step 3 when you will start introducing those problem food, but one by one and in a very small concentration. In step 3, first you try to assess which is the food that is immensely important in your diet. Like you really can't live without it, or it's very getting difficult to make food separately because of this element. So for example, let's say tomato. Okay, start having tomato in a very small quantity, like maybe one item a day. You can add a little bit of tomato and have it, and try to have it for 3 to 5 consecutive days and see if you have developed any kind of symptoms or not. Now what happened when after trying this for 3 to 5 days you're not getting any symptom, then try to add the tomato in some other dishes as well. That means we are just trying to fix the concentration of that problematic element, and we are trying to gauge how much of that food is tolerable for your system. Same thing has to be done for every other food that you have already said bye-bye to. Bring them back in your daily diet slowly with smaller concentration and gradually go up to the higher concentration. If you start feeling any problem, any uncomfortable or any indigestion, acidity, all that stuff, stop having that. Then you know what is the problem causing element in your diet. Avoid that for then. Leave a gap for say about 2 days or 3 days and then start a new item. So the third stage is all about trying the eliminated food once again to incorporate in your diet, so that your diet become doable and manageable in a family setup. Now this step 3 is generally a long thing. It takes time, right? It might take 1 month or 2 months to try all the foods that you have said bye-bye in your step number 2 to get them back in your diet. Now what happened after you have finished the step 3 and you have identified, okay fine, these are the 5 foods which I am sensitive to, which were causing me a lot of trouble, then in the step 4 is the time when you need a menu planning. See, it might sound completely wastage of time, but I can't tell you how important is this. Try this for 1 or 2 weeks and then I'm sure you will not leave it. In the meal planning, what you need to do, you need to sit with your family and let's discuss what are the you can have in the current or in the coming week altogether. Like plan for your breakfast, lunch, evening snack and dinner ahead. What the best part of doing this meal planning is, that time the family members are considering your problem, they are considering what are the elements that is problematic for your health, and based on that you guys are making a conscious decision that okay fine, this is going to be the menu for the next 1 week. So don't keep any doubt for this menu planning, it is a must. Now after doing these 4 steps, I'm sure you will be getting enough idea how your body is reacting to which food, and then you can you on your own can control your acidity and indigestion to a large extent. You will definitely see there is a very less dependence on medicine after passing through the 4th step. Now comes the bonus tip. Yes, as I have promised earlier, I'll be giving you a bonus tip. Now the bonus tip is try some spice induced tea post lunch and post dinner. Yes, ginger tea, funnel tea, or a concoction of cumin, coriander, sauf and ajwain is a great choice to minimize your acidity, bloating, indigestion, all this problem. So how to do it? Very simple. Just boil some water, put few pieces of ginger in it and let it boil. Let the water reduce to its half and your ginger tea is ready. It's as simple as that. Same thing with fennel seeds like sauf. You can put a spoonful of sauf in a cup of water, boil it out and reduce the water into half and have it. Or there is a combination that you can try, which is cumin, coriander, ajwain as well as sauf. All the 4 spices you have to take 1 teaspoon each, put them in a cup of water, reduce the volume up to half and then have the tea. This is a magic tea. Trust me, no need to add any sugar or anything along with it. It's just basic. Take it as medicine after 40 minutes of taking your lunch or dinner. This is going to be a game changer. Try this, having this tea. So I'm sure this might be a great help for you as well. I hope the video was useful for you. If it was, please hit the like button, share it with your friends. If you have any comments to make, please use the comment section, and of course subscribe the channel. You know the drill, and it's not that difficult. We will be coming back soon next week. Till then, stay happily healthy. Bye bye.